LinkedIn is no longer just a job board or an online resume. LinkedIn is a social platform to grow and propel your career. In today's video, we're going to talk about how you can build professional relationships on LinkedIn and step up your networking game. Welcome to my channel. Thanks for being here. I'm Anna. I'm a career coach, and in my videos, I talk about how to get you hired for that fantastic job you want and of course deserve. When it comes to LinkedIn, most people are making the exact same mistake. You compile a great profile, you feel that it's well written and it gives a great impression of who you are as a professional, and then you just close the tab and sit back and wait for things to happen. Unfortunately, or maybe fortunately, things don't happen that way on LinkedIn. If you want to make the most out of everything this platform has to offer, it's a social platform. So you need to understand that it's all about communicating with people, connecting with people, and building lasting relationships. Networking isn't just some kind of a transactional exchange where you give me X, I give you Y. Networking, if you truly want it to be a foundation for your career development, networking is a long game. It becomes a lifestyle. It becomes a way of building relationships and driving your career forward with the help of input of other people who can help you get a lot further than you could ever get yourself. If you want to build genuine, authentic, and lasting relationships with people through LinkedIn, the very first step, the very basic step, is to optimize your profile, because whenever a person is going to look at you, they're going to see a certain first impression. And we're all human. We have those first impressions and they guide a lot of our decisions, whether we like it or not. So if you're someone who is open to opportunities, who is open to creating new connections, your profile needs to reflect that. And that is all about details. Even something as simple as your profile photo, completing all the different sections of your profile, and being active on LinkedIn on a regular basis. Even those things, when they come together, create a much friendlier first impression that helps you to start building those connections in a more human way. When I first joined LinkedIn, I never realized that it's not just a platform for promoting your own resume or connecting with recruiters or exploring job opportunities. And only when I started creating my own content on LinkedIn, publishing posts regularly, and engaging with other content that I find interesting and insightful, only then did I realize that this is the easiest and the most natural way to build a community of like-minded people. And I started that process a few years ago without knowing much about LinkedIn at all, or maybe knowing nothing pretty much. And as I started to progress through that, I realized that the more active you are on a daily basis or multiple times a week, whatever works with your schedule and with your lifestyle, the more opportunities are going to come your way. But the real trick is that the opportunities don't come to a profile that is not active, to a profile of a person who doesn't put themselves out there. So the very first step after you've optimized your profile would be to identify your area of interest. What are the topics or the people who you feel inspired by on LinkedIn? Follow them and regularly engage with the type of content that you find on there. Yes, please be mindful of the fact that whatever trace you leave in terms of commenting or liking is going to be visible in the activity section on your profile. But that doesn't mean that you cannot show your interest in certain areas or in certain subjects in your field. And most importantly, other people in your network, so even your existing connections, are going to learn more about you through your LinkedIn activity. That happens to me every single day when people tell me that the first thing they see when they open their LinkedIn feed is me commenting on other posts, and they gain value not only from my comment, but also from the post itself. So that way I'm adding double value just by being interested in the topics that truly inspire me. If you're someone who thinks that you're not getting enough value out of LinkedIn, chances are that you simply haven't learned to properly communicate with the LinkedIn algorithm. Because like any other social media platform, the more you show reactions, the more you show the type of content you want to see or the type of content you don't want to see, the better the platform understands what to show you next time. And then the more insightful and helpful and valuable your feed becomes. So if you think about it, on LinkedIn, you are the generator of your own value. So if you want to get more out of this platform, first you need to invest more in it. And then when you start doing that little by little, step by step, you will see results because results would be inevitable. When it comes to building professional relationships, yes, engaging with content is an important and super helpful step that any one of us can do. But the most important part truly comes as sort of step 3. And that step 3 is maintaining those relationships or those connections that you've established through optimizing your profile and putting yourself out there on LinkedIn a little bit more than you're used to. Maintaining relationships means that you're checking in with people. When you see a notification of a work anniversary or some kind of an update on a person's profile, you don't simply scroll through it. You actually pay attention and you touch base with that person, ask them how they're doing. Simply be genuinely, authentically interested in what's going on in their world. So networking or building relationships with people is not some kind of a goal or benchmark that you have to follow regardless of what's going on in the world around you. It's actually a way of showing curiosity and showing that you're in this for something more than just a transaction, for something more than just a job lead or a referral. You're in this because you want to build a community and you want to find other people who are like-minded and who also are interested in things that you're interested in. And the best part is that it's never too late to get started. If you're someone who is relatively new on LinkedIn, or maybe you haven't been using it much and now you're realizing that you're missing out, now is the best time to get started and to pick things up. The first step, as I mentioned earlier, would be to optimize your profile. And if that's something that you want some help with, I'm going to drop a link in the description down below where you can schedule a free call with me and see if we can work together to help you step up your LinkedIn game. If you have any questions about LinkedIn and building relationships through this platform, let me know in the comments down below. And if you enjoyed today's video, don't forget to hit thumbs up and subscribe to my channel so that we could stay in touch.